We're not just turning kids into boxers. We're turning them into good young men and good young women that are going to lead and be out there in the community giving back.
These kids go above and beyond, and we're just really lucky to have them.
You should wake up every morning and tell yourself, I'm going to make today better than yesterday.
We want the kids to come down to understand the opportunity they have, the camaraderie they have with other kids their age, and to take advantage of the programming that we offer them.
If you want your kids to become self-motivated, to become a leader, to understand what it is to be active in their community, then you should send them to us.
Failure! 1, 2, 3! Go ESCOT! Go Brown!
I was born 4 streets west of here, and we moved out of Norwayne when I was a kid, but my entire family lived here, so Norwayne is home. I went to school here, and many years ago, former Mayor Wild and I were talking about another charity that I support, and he mentioned that they were going to get a grant for the old Jefferson Elementary School, which, by the way, my mom was the first class through here as a first grader on. But I told him that my goal always was to start a youth development program around boxing, but that was focused more on just boxing, but academic support. My belief is that you're never too poor to give back, so we have a community involvement component to the program. Obviously a mentoring program, because it's important that we meet the kids where they are. Many of them come from very challenging backgrounds, and we want to be very sensitive to that. And then ultimately, we have a launch program that helps them with scholarships into college, trade school, military, or entrepreneurship, whatever it may be. Through our experiential learning, we help them kind of get an understanding of the real world, and hope to launch them in a way that maybe they couldn't have done on their own.
Well, what we try to do here on a daily basis, kids come in from school. We're a nice, safe place for kids to go after school. Okay, that about sums it up. That includes helping them with their schoolwork when they come in. If they have some homework, we urge them to get into the classroom, get on the computer, get their work done. We do have some tutors available. Sometimes the kids don't want to do that. So when Coach Terry comes in, one of our coaches, he'll take them down to the big gym at the other end of the building, and they'll play dodgeball, basketball, all kinds of different fun things. Then when they're a little bit worn out, he brings them back, and we have some time in the classroom. That's where I do the mentoring and motivational work. We don't do math, we don't do science. What we do is talk to the kids about where they are, their future, the idea of having a dream and having a plan B. Unfortunately, a lot of kids in our program, when they come in, they don't necessarily know what their dream is. We teach them to dream big. We try to help them accomplish that, and we try to make sure they're going to school so that they can at least achieve their plan B.
This is just an amazing facility where we're just seeing a difference in tons of kids' lives. They've got kids that would not probably be around if it wasn't for this facility. And personally, know some of these kids, and their stories are amazing. I'd encourage people to come out and find out more about this facility.
We have a great program here, and from everyone I talk to in the nonprofit world, we check all the boxes. 83% of our kids are BIPOC, Black, Indigenous, people of color. 84% of our kids come from free lunch home programs. 91% of our kids are from a single parent or no parent home. So if you can just imagine those 3 things and the challenges that gives a young person. So I want more people to understand the work we're doing here and the positive outcome we're having. We have 2 kids in pre-med this year that have come through the program that have dealt through things such as parent incarceration, poverty, and other challenges. And for them to be in pre-med at their respective colleges to me, is a home run ball for the program.
If you want your kids to become self-motivated, to become a leader, to understand what it is to be active in their community, then you should send them to us. That's what we teach. We teach the kids about athletics, academics, community, and leadership. We focus on that on a daily basis. We're not just turning kids into boxers. We're turning them into good young men and good young women that are going to lead and be out there in the community giving back.
What we'd want parents to know is that we're 100% free. We have never charged a nickel for anything. In fact, we'll pick your kids up. We have transportation to get your children here. We pay for their equipment, their apparel. If they decide they want to become competitive boxers, we pay for their licensing. We pay for their travel if they go to out-of-town tournaments. We pay for food. We have a nutritional program here. So everything you'd want your son or daughter to have, from positive reinforcement from a mentor, to doing better in school academically, to having experiences that they might not otherwise have, and then ultimately launch into college if that's their goal. We offer it all here for no money.
I've been here for 11 years, and I have kids come in, wasn't doing too good in school, wasn't even going to school, and things that I did to turn them around. The kitchen, I'm in the kitchen, I cook all day, every day, any day. If they're hungry, I cook. And I bring a couple kids in there to teach them how to cook, not just cook for them, to let them know things that is going to help them in life.
When you're 8, 10, 12 years old, it's hard to look forward when you're worried about where your next meal might be coming from. It's hard to dream when you haven't been allowed to. And so that's why I say that one of my most difficult things here is to teach the kids to dream big. I want each one of them to understand that they can do whatever they want, and the only one that can stop them is themselves.
You've got kids that have become Golden Glove champion. You've got a kid that is now going to Oakland University and speaks multiple languages. You've got another kid that is helping their mom, run their family business. But it all attributes back to this facility and making a difference in how they're able to function and make their lives better for themselves and their families.
The ultimate goal of this facility at one time was how many cities can we be in, how many kids can we have, and since the inception 10 years ago, I have kind of shifted gears a little bit. I think what's more important is that we take a more holistic approach with each and every kid that comes through here, and that we help them achieve their full potential. And that's much more gratifying to me as the founder and the entire staff than to find out how many kids we have in how many cities. So it's to maybe get a little deeper in the programming we do offer and to be a little bit more impactful in the kids' lives.
I tell a parent when they come in with their kid, they'll explain to me what's going on, how it's going on, and I tell them, hey, give me 6 months, you're going to see a turnaround. Not 100% turnaround, but you're going to see a turnaround in some of those situations that's going on in your home, or something in those situations that you can't handle, and you have to bring them to me, bring them to somebody to help you out.
So the program has a few different components to it. So we have the classroom, which is academic learning, academic support, formal tutoring. We also have many speakers come from professional athletes to business owners to politicians to talk to our kids. So we're trying to immerse them in kind of an experiential learning environment, and that takes place in the classroom. In the gym, it's obviously physical fitness because that's an important component. I think the program as a whole has to cover our 4 corners of achievement, which is academics, athletics, community involvement, and leadership. And through all this, the leadership comes from both formal components as well as just everyday life being in a positive environment such as this.
The ESCOT program's been amazing. We've actually had the kids come out. They help us at the cruise in downtown Wayne. We're able to have them come up. They help set up stuff. They come out to Jack Demmer Ford and set up for their car show. We have them out at the pancake breakfast with our firefighters. They've come out and helped us in the parks and made a difference in just cleaning up different areas to make things better for our community. These kids go above and beyond, and we're just really lucky to have them as part of our community.
We'll go out, we'll clean the roads, the parks. All summer we do that. We do all the parks and all the streets in Norwayne. Then in the fall and winter, we clean leaves, we do some snow, we also do some grass in the summer for some of the veterans in Norwayne, as well as some of the senior citizens that can't help themselves. We very much believe in the community. We work with the Lighthouse over at First Baptist on Palmer Road. We've been working with them for a long time. We take the kids over there to stock the pantry. We try to do that once every other week.
I want kids to understand that even if boxing isn't your thing, 2/3 of our kids never enter the ropes. So we understand not everyone likes to get punched in the face, and that's okay. We want the kids to come down to understand the opportunity they have, the camaraderie they have with other kids their age, and to take advantage of the programming that we offer them. Mayor Coleman has been a great partner. What I love about Mayor Coleman is he told me a story that there was a youth program such as ours that was instrumental in his youth, and that meant a lot to me. So I know this is important to him, and the whole city council have been very open. The fire chief, the police chief, how they have partnered with us to make sure that anything we need is taken care of, and couldn't ask for a better partner.
So what we do in the classroom a lot is we work on life skills. So today's lesson is going to be about self-talk, which is very useful with kids, because the problem today is that we are our own worst enemy, and we tend to be really hard on ourselves, and that's especially true for kids. They're looking at TV, they're looking at the magazines, internet, and all these things, and they're getting these, they see that and they go, oh, I'm not so pretty, oh, I'm not so good, oh, maybe I am dumb, maybe, they start falling into these inadequacies, and I don't want that to happen. I want them to understand that we're each individual, and we're each capable of much more than we think we are. Welcome to the Empower Hour today. Everybody seated, thank you. So, like I tell you every day, there are thoughts that keep me up at night, and I always come to you guys to help me answer. So, what are the 3 unwritten rules of life? Any guesses? Speak nice and loud.
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay, that's one guess.
Agree with Rami.
You agree with Rami. Okay, what do you say, Josh?
No rules.
No rules.
Thoughts.
Thoughts. Okay. Anybody else? One more guess.
Laws.
Laws? Okay, the 3 unwritten rules of life are?
1, 2, 3. Nothing.
Nothing.
1, 2, 3. Rami got it right.
I said 1, 2. I said
3.
They're unwritten.
I just
Wait, maybe you guys missed the question. Unwritten.
That was the best one.
Okay.
Didn't I say nothing?
Okay.
I said but it was unwritten. That's not the word that they said.
Okay, good. All right. So, all right, we're here today. Empowerment, okay? What are we doing here today? Someone want to read for me? Braxton, go ahead, nice and loud.
We are seeking personal growth throughout active participation in society, thereby leading to a more vibrant and inclusive future for everyone.
Very good, thank you. Okay, take a mental picture of the classroom. At the end of the day, we always keep it nice and clean. Good job. All right, we already went through this. 5, 4. Good, that's how I know you're all paying attention. Thank you. If you have a question, 1 finger, 2 fingers if you got to get up, 3 fingers. If I'm going too fast, let me know. I'll slow down, okay? All right. What are the daily requirements? Everybody together, ready?
Have fun. Be respectful. Be creative. Be safe. Be yourself.
Very good. All right, thank you. All right, what are the 4 corners of achievement?
Athletics, academics, community, leadership.
Okay, what do the 4 corners represent?
The 4 corners of the boxing ring.
The 4 corners of the boxing ring. And we want you to possess all 4 of these qualities because it makes you
A well-rounded person.
a well-rounded person. Very good. Thank you, guys. All right. Now, self-doubt. We all have self-doubt, right? From time to time. Can somebody read this for me? Rami, nice and loud.
Self-doubt is a lack of confidence in oneself and one's abilities. It can stem from various sources such as past experience. This is fear of failure or comparing oneself to others.
Okay, and we'll get back to this part in particular, right? Fear of failure, because we don't suffer from that around here, do we? No. Okay. All right. So, fear of failure.
Self-doubt and fear of failure can make us overly critical of ourselves. We may think of that by being hard on ourselves, we can avoid making a mistake.
Right. And often, we're too hard on ourselves, aren't we? Whenever we make a mistake, we get mad at ourselves. And then if somebody else points out that you made the mistake, that's when you start to get a little angry because you're like, I already know that. You don't need to tell me what I did wrong, right? So we get a little bit of anger at that. And we need to get over that, okay? All right. Now we're going to watch a quick video that explains a little bit about doubt.
What doubts do you have about yourself internally?
It's not, I've never, doubt is such a strange thing. I mean, it's, you know, there'll be times where you succeed and there are times that you fail. So wasting your time doubting whether you're going to be successful or not is pointless. It is. I mean, you just put one foot in front of the other, you control what you can't control, and then you see what the outcome is, right? If you win, great. You're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey over again. If you lose, it sucks, but you're going to have to wake up the next day and do the journey all over again anyway.
Okay, so the idea is put doubt out of your mind. Get in the game, right? We've talked about this before. If you don't get in the game, you can't succeed or fail, right? You're on the sideline. You're not even in the game. If you don't put yourself in the game, you can't succeed. By not getting in the game at all, that's really failure, isn't it? By not trying. Okay. All right, so how do we fight off self-doubt? Jackson, will you read for us? Nice and loud.
Recognize negative self-talk, challenge negative thoughts, use positive affirmation, focus on strengths, and visualization.
Yes, visualization. So visualization means you've got to see yourself succeeding. Okay? Picture yourself succeeding. All right, so we talk about this all the time. Self-talk, right? You need to be your own best friend, your number one cheerleader. 35 years from now, there is one person that you can count on that will be there looking at you in the mirror on a daily basis. Who is that person going to be? You. You are going to be looking at yourself in the mirror 35 years from now. So you know what? You might as well become your best friend today and start building on that friendship. By being good to yourself and by believing in yourself, you're going to be able to give off a better vibe. You're going to be a positive person. People are going to want to be around you. People are going to listen to you. Teachers are going to want you in their classroom because you're the kid that's always trying. He's not giving up. Okay? And so what I want you to get used to doing, and I tell you this all the time, is I want you to get used to getting up in the morning and everybody say these first ones here with me. Ready? I am happy. I am thankful. I am worthy of love and respect. I am strong and capable. That's great. You got to tell yourself that every day because the teacher isn't going to walk into you every day and go, hey, Josh, you're strong and capable. Okay? There's not going to be somebody around every corner telling you that. But there is somebody that's with you all the time that can do that. Who is that? You. Cheer yourself on. When you're having a bad day, change it. I will make today a good day. Let's talk about the three on the bottom there. I will make today a good day. If you're having a bad day, whose fault is it? Yours. That's right. It's your fault. Okay? If you're having a bad day, change it. Change your mind. I control my emotions and behavior. Right?
Yes.
Failure is not an option. The idea is that if you are having a bad day, you're probably letting somebody where? You're letting somebody inside your head. You're letting somebody mess with your good day. Sometimes you'll be having a really good day, and somebody's having a bad day. And so what do? Yeah, they start messing with you. They want you to have a bad day because they're having a bad day. Okay? Don't let them in your head. You tell yourself, no, I'm having a good day. I don't need your noise. I don't need your business. Okay? That's what bullies do to us a lot, right? They want to bring you down to their level. Don't go there. Okay? And in this program, we talk about it all the time. Failure is not an option. Right, so what does that mean? Raise your hand. AJ, what does it mean? Failure is not an option.
Don't fail.
Don't fail.
Give up.
Don't give up. I love it. Okay. Josh, what does it mean?
Don't feel down on yourself because you're failing.
Right, don't get down on yourself because you fail.
If you try to do something and it just doesn't work, you could try another day. Maybe today is just not your day to do it, but just don't quit.
That's perfect. Maybe today is not your day. Maybe you had a bad day or a bad attempt at what you're trying to do, so the next day you get up and you try again, right? Yes. You should wake up every morning and tell yourself, I'm going to make today better than yesterday. All right, now, like we always do, everybody, nice and loud. You know my part, you know your part, okay? All right, let's get this right. One take.
Stand up. You want to stand up?
Stand up. All right, ready?
Loud.
Failure.
It's not an option.
Failure.
It's not an option.
Failure.
It's not an option.
1, 2, 3.
Go ESCOT. Go Brown.
Good job, guys. All right, listen. Remember, if you are good to yourself, it's going to be a lot easier to be good to other people. And remember, you have to be your best friend before you can be anybody else's best friend. You got to be good to yourself. Okay? All right, thank you.
The ESCOT Youth Program over at Jefferson Barnes Community Center is something we're really proud of in the city of Westland. I've been able to go over and visit several times. Thank you to everybody over at ESCOT for all you do. Let's keep that program going on strong. It's definitely a life-changing experience for our young people. Thank you, ESCOT.